it's Liv. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my kitchen. This is where I cook up delicious vegan recipes every single week, so if that is something you're into, you should definitely subscribe. But today I have a super fun sweet recipe for you. We are making a 1-bowl vegan chocolate cake. It tastes absolutely incredible, but I promise it is really easy to make, not intimidating at all, and I know that you guys will be able to do it. This video is actually in collaboration with Thrive Market. For those of you that don't know, Thrive Market is an online marketplace that makes healthy living easy and affordable to everyone. You can shop for thousands of the top selling health and natural food products for about 30% lower than the traditional retail prices. And I'll be mentioning all the products from Thrive Market in this video, but that is everything for me right now, so let's get into the recipe. So the first thing you want to do is combine the almond milk with the apple cider vinegar, stir it and set it aside. Next, we are adding in the all-purpose flour, the cane sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder, and baking soda. And then I like to whisk that all together and make sure that it is all combined. You want to make sure that the baking powder and baking soda are evenly dispersed throughout. For the coconut oil, I just measure it out when it is not liquid, and then I melt it in the microwave for a few seconds. And then you can add into the bowl the melted coconut oil, the almond milk mixture, and the applesauce, and mix that all together. I like to use a big wooden spoon. Make sure you do scrape the bottom and there isn't any flour hiding down there, and that it is all nice and combined into a nice smooth batter. You can either use a parchment lined baking pan or you can grease and flour it. So in order to grease and flour the pan, you just want to take some extra coconut oil on a piece of paper towel and rub it all over the inside of your baking pan, and then just sprinkle a little bit of flour on the inside and kind of tap it around so that it sticks to the coconut oil around the edges, and then just dump the rest of it in the compost. So then you can pour the cake batter into that pan, and it should kind of smooth out on the top, but you can just kind of smooth it around with a spoon if you like, and then just bake that in the preheated oven. While it was baking, I made the frosting. So I actually just combined powdered sugar, cocoa powder, almond milk, and vegan butter, and used a hand mixer to beat it until it was smooth. And the quantities for all of these ingredients, as well as the quantities for the cake, are linked in the description box as usual. But you can see if you beat it long enough, it turns into this amazing, super creamy, dreamy chocolate frosting. So when the cake is done, it should look like this, and then you want to let it fully cool before you frost it. And I actually let it cool overnight, and then the next day I came in and I cut it in half, and then I spread some frosting on top of the first layer. You can actually double the recipe for this and make 2 full-size cakes as each layer, but I kind of find that that's a lot of cake. So if you're not serving a ton of people, it might be better to just make one like I did. So I just cut that in half, spread the frosting on, and then put the other half on top, and then covered the rest of the cake in frosting. As you can see, I am not a cake decorating professional, but I mean, that just goes to show you that you can still make a delicious vegan chocolate cake, and it doesn't have to look perfect. I'm pretty sure a chocolate cake with chocolate frosting would appeal to most people, even if it doesn't look like the most perfect cake that Martha Stewart ever made. So in order to slice it, make sure you just use a super sharp knife so that you don't crush the cake, and then you're ready to serve it. Not the same day that I filmed the first part of this video, as you guys can probably tell, but I actually wanted to let the cake cool overnight because it was getting a little bit dark last night to film the icing part, so I waited until today to put the icing on. It turned out so well. I was snacking on it while I was taking photos, and it's just the most perfect, moist, super chocolatey, fluffy vegan cake. It's amazing. Try and show you close up. I'm absolutely obsessed. This is like my go-to chocolate cake recipe. It definitely would be perfect with a glass of almond milk. I was never a cake person before I was vegan, and for my birthdays I would get my mom to make me
brownies, Rice Krispie squares, like anything besides cake, because I hated cake. And whenever I went to other people's birthday parties, I never ate the cake. And then I went vegan, and now apparently I like cake. I don't know. But this is just like such a perfect, easy recipe. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you make it, don't forget to take a photo and tag me on Instagram. I love reposting your photos on my stories, so make sure you tag me so that I can see it. If you guys are new to Thrive Market and want to give it a try, they are giving you an extra 25% off and a free 30-day trial. So if you want the info for that, click the link in the description box below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.